Hi, my name's Charlie King. I'm with Heroic Fatherhood, and welcome to your Mentor's Moment. Today we're talking about the golden hour, the 5 key steps to winning your entire day by 7 a.m. I'm stealing this concept from my days as a paramedic. We used to talk about the golden hour. The golden hour is the hour between the onset of symptoms of somebody having a heart attack and the time that they receive definitive care to counteract that heart attack. If we can get them treatment within that hour, their outcome is dramatically better than if it goes beyond the hour. Now, why I chose this is because it's absolutely got a great reflection of the way days go for those of us who work for ourselves and are dads at the same time. See, I don't know how it is in your household, but certainly it has been in the past in my household and still is to a certain extent these days, that when we wake up, it's like we've been thrown into a running blender. Right? Like the kids will wake up and they're running around and screaming, or they're groggy and grumpy, and the same may be true of our spouse. And if we get up at the same time they do, we're all kind of wandering around like zombies, or we're running around trying to figure out what we're supposed to do and get things done so we can all get on with our day, get out the door and do whatever there is to do for our day. There's breakfast planning, planning for the day, errands, last minute things. Oh, I forgot this. Can you do that? It can feel like you thought you were going to go to a bluegrass concert and suddenly found yourself in a mosh pit at a punk show. The golden hour for dads like you and me who work for ourselves, often work from home, but we're dads and we have kids, we have responsibilities, we have spouses, everything else, is the 1 hour that we take for ourselves before the family gets up in the morning. Now, don't misunderstand me. I totally get it. Getting up early is hard, but the benefit of taking time before your family wakes up to be able to lay out your day, plan what you want to do, talk about what's most important to you, and get your mind right has massive benefits, not only for the day, but it has massive benefits if you make it a rhythm and a routine that you take on regularly. See, this is the 1 hour a day that you get to do as you see fit. You are allowed to do anything you want because it's your time. And you get to create a structure, a strategy, or a rhythm that works for you in the morning. You can do almost anything with the time. You can get up and read. You can get up and exercise. You can get up and meditate. You can get up and do yoga. You can get up and sit around and drink coffee. You can get up and go for a walk. There are 1,000 different things you can do with that time. The time is critical for you to be able to get yourself aligned with what you're up to during the day, get your brain settled down and focused on who you want to be for the day and where you want to go. Really, the rhythm or structure of your day can look like just about anything, and you can't get it wrong. The only thing there is to do is make sure it works for you. To get yourself up an hour before you normally do, it takes some work. So I want to talk about some structures about how to do that. So number 1 on my list is to make sure to get up an hour before anybody else gets up on the house. Gives me plenty of time to get up and get my head right. Number 2 is I sit and I read for 40 minutes. This is what I like to do. The coffee's already brewing, as I've always said. I come upstairs, turn on the kitchen light, sit down at the kitchen table, and read for 40 minutes. I read off my Kindle Paperwhite. I always have some sort of either a self-help or a personal growth book that I'm reading, and I drink coffee while I'm doing it. Now, pro tip here, don't sit on the couch. Sit on a kitchen chair or some hard chair that doesn't let you get too comfortable. What I find is when I read for growth or for personal development, what I notice is that my intellectual juices start flowing and I start really getting excited about my day. So that's the second thing I do. The first thing I do is get up an hour before everyone else. The second thing I do is read for 40 minutes. The third thing I do is I start to take a look at my calendar for the day. Like where am I spending my time today? So it gives me some sort of a mental projection of what my day is going to look like, and it sort of gets me in the flow of where I'm going. Now, the fourth thing is really important. The fourth thing is I take a look at what all my to-dos are. Now, I don't know about you, but my list of to-dos is it's like this long. It's super long, right? Like my list of to-dos is super long and I can't do them all. And if I look at them all, it's just going to distract me. It's like looking at a fire. I'll just look at it for hours, and you can't do that. So what I do try and do is pull out the top 6 things that are most likely going to move what I'm up to forward. And I put those on a list separate from everything else. So they're the only 6 things I look at. And then I jump into those 6 things first thing in the day. I number them 1 through 6 as their priority level. So the 5th thing that I do is I pack up for my day. So I'm somebody who can work from just about anywhere, and having kids, I actually need to. It's not uncommon for me to work from a coffee shop, work from a supermarket, work from the car, work while I'm out and about. I always make sure I have 3 things with me. 1 is my gym bag that's got all my clothes for working out, because that's a critical piece of my personal development. Number 2 is I carry all my food with me because I eat a pretty intentional diet. And number 3 is I carry my backpack with me, which has got my entire business in it, which includes my laptop, my Kindle, any professional books I'm carrying, all my cords and charging devices, my camera, my microphone, everything that I need to run my day. I make sure those are all packed up and ready to go before the first person in my house wakes up. So I'm not the one stopping us from getting out first thing in the morning. I'm not the one delaying the family getting on with their day. So to wrap up, this has been the golden hour and the 5 top strategies that help you win your day by 7 a.m. in that first hour in the morning. The first one is get up an hour before everyone else in your household. The second is take 40 minutes to read personal growth or self-help books. Number 3 is take a look at what your day looks like so you get your head around what the schedule looks like and where you're going to be spending your time and energy. And number 4 is, what are the 6 items that if they got done would be most valuable to you today? And the 5th is, no joke, no kidding, get everything packed up and ready to go before the first person wakes up in your household. My name's Charlie King. I'm with Heroic Fatherhood. This has been your Mentor's Moment. And remember, I want to leave you with something. We become better men by spending time with good men, and I'm super appreciative that I got a chance to spend some time with you this morning. If you like these kinds of videos, I would invite you to go over to the Heroic Fatherhood YouTube channel, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The pro tip is the notifications will give you an update before anyone else about videos that we're posting that we may not put up in other social media. So you'll see videos before anybody else. Again, my name's Charlie King. Have a great day.